I had been paying $2,500 a month for my sister Emily's rent. For 3 years, she called me crying about bills, food, and safety. I believed her. I sacrificed. I told myself it was family, it was love, it was duty. Then she called me a jerk, cut me off, and everything unraveled. That night, walking through the sharp chill of New York, my gut told me something was wrong. By the time I reached her building, that dread had turned heavy. I rang the bell. Silence. I used the spare key she had given me. And froze. 2 foreign tourists sat in the living room, my living room, wine glasses and guidebooks spread across the table. "Ah, you must be the owner," one said cheerfully. "Thank you for the Airbnb. It's wonderful." Airbnb. I pulled out my phone, trembling, and searched the address. There it was, luxury apartment in the heart of New York City, $400 a night. Photos of the exact furniture I had paid for. My bed, my sofa, my table. She hadn't been broke. She had been profiting, making nearly double what I gave her every month while feeding me sob stories. The betrayal hit like a fist to the chest. Later, in a cafe at 1 a.m., I scrolled through her Instagram, Emily in designer clothes, champagne at rooftop hotels, 3-star restaurants, luxury vacations, caption after caption flaunting hard work. And then the highlight reel, my sweet home. Videos of the apartment, marketed like a showroom for tourists, clips of smiling guests she welcomed herself. My hands shook with rage. She wasn't just lying, she was mocking me. Then a text lit my phone. "Emily, at home, why?" I stared at the message, my blood boiling. "At home," she said, another lie. And this time, it would be her last. I reopened Airbnb. My apartment's listing was still active, booked until Saturday. Emily wasn't home. Where the hell was she? I scrolled through her Instagram stories until the answer hit me in the face. The Plaza Hotel. Just 2 hours earlier, she had posted a photo from the bar, cocktail in hand, captioned, "A toast to the life I deserve." A dry laugh escaped me. The life you deserve? We'll see about that. I started the car. Emily had no idea what was coming. The engine roared down the midnight streets of New York as I clenched the wheel until my knuckles turned white. My mind played one image on repeat: Emily raising her glass, smug, entitled, while I bled $2,500 a month for her lies. Not anymore. I swerved into Columbus Circle, braked hard, and strode straight into the glittering lobby of the plaza. Chandeliers glistened, violins played softly, but I only saw one thing: her. Emily. She lounged on a velvet couch, red dress hugging her figure, crimson lips wrapped around a glass of Dom Perignon. A man in a tailored suit leaned close, laughing at whatever poison she was feeding him. Rage climbed my spine. No more games. I marched across the marble floor. Her laughter died the second she saw me. Color drained from her face. What are you doing here?" "Stand up," I said flatly. "Alex, not now." "Now." She froze. The man shifted uncomfortably. I tossed my phone onto the table. The Airbnb listing glowed on the screen. Emily's mask cracked. Panic flickered. "This isn't." "Don't insult me," I snapped, leaning in. 3 years. 3 years of paying your rent while you rented my place to strangers for profit. How much, Emily? How much did you pocket? The man cleared his throat. "I think I should leave." "Good idea," I muttered without taking my eyes off her. He vanished. Emily squirmed. "I can explain. I don't want excuses. I want numbers." She hesitated, then sighed. "Why does it matter? You've got money." Her arrogance hit like a slap. I leaned closer, voice sharp as glass. "If it didn't matter, why lie? Why pretend you couldn't buy food while living like royalty?" Her answer was quiet, shameless. "Because if I told you the truth, you'd stop paying." I almost laughed, bitter, hollow. "Unbelievable. And you don't even feel guilty." She lifted her chin. Defiant. "Guilt? Please. I didn't break any laws. You were just dumb enough not to ask." Boom. The final knife twist. I studied her for a long moment. Then I smirked. "You're right. I was a fool." She blinked. What? The thing about realizing you're a fool, I said, sliding my phone back into my pocket, is that you get to fix it. I turned and walked out, my footsteps echoing through the marble lobby. Emily sat frozen, pale, speechless. She didn't know it yet, but her free ride was over. By the time I hit the driver's seat of my car, my decision was made. I wasn't going to scream. I wasn't going to fight. I was going to dismantle her little empire piece by piece, calmly, surgically. I dialed my bank. "Good evening," the operator said. "How can I help you?" "I want to cancel an automatic transfer." "Certainly, sir." "What amount?" $2,500. "Monthly." I ended the call and leaned back against the seat. My chest felt lighter. The first domino had just fallen. I replied coldly, "The rent payment, for my sister." The operator paused, typed something, then, "Understood, Mr. Morgan, the transfer has been cancelled." Done. The game was over. Emily was about to fall. The next morning, my phone buzzed on the nightstand. "Emily, 10 missed calls." I rolled my eyes, let it ring. A message followed. "Emily, Alex, we need to talk. It's urgent." Urgent? Like paying rent without my money? The dots appeared instantly. "Emily, don't be childish. Let's just talk." "Alexander, you have nothing left to say to me." "Emily, damn it." "Alex, the landlord just called. He says the payment never arrived. Did you cancel it?" "Alexander, yes." "Emily, you can't do this to me." "Alexander, I already did." I ignored her next call, savoring the quiet, the first real quiet in years. Until an unknown number lit up my screen. "Yes? Mr. Morgan?" The voice was clipped. "Male, James Murphy. I'm the landlord of the Fifth Avenue apartment." A pause. "How can I help you?" "I just learned what your sister's been doing with my property." I set my coffee cup down. "I'm listening." "She's been running an Airbnb. Tourists, rotating every week." A neighbor tipped me off. I smiled thinly, not surprised. "What's your plan? Evict her?" "Yes, but the lease is in her name. I'll need your signature to terminate it. Today at 4? "I'll be there." At 4 p.m., the pen slid across paper with surgical precision, the final nail in the coffin of Emily's luxurious scam. Minutes later, my phone exploded with calls. I ignored the first 3, then picked up on the 5th. "What's up, sis?" Her voice cracked with fury. "You canceled the lease. I'm being evicted. How could you do this to me?" A low chuckle escaped me. "No, Emily, you did this to yourself. You don't understand. I have nothing, no money, no home. Welcome to reality." A muffled sob. "Alex, I can't live on the street. Not my problem." "But I'm your sister." "I thought you were my sister. Turns out, I was just your ATM." Dead silence. She knew it was over. "Tell me, Emily," I asked, voice like ice, "what luxury hotel will you check into tonight?" She sobbed again. "Don't call me, ever." I hung up, blocked her, breathed in the cool evening air, lighter than it had been in years. Rain tapped against the windows of my Los Angeles apartment. I sat on the balcony, half a glass of wine in hand, watching neon blur on wet pavement. A year had passed. A year since I cut her off. A year since I stopped being her lifeline. A year since peace returned to me. And yet, something inside remained unsettled. It came back tonight. "Unknown number, Alex, please, I need to talk to you. It's important." I knew. Instinct told me, "Emily." I didn't reply, but the calls kept coming. On the 4th, I snapped and answered. "What do you want?" Silence, then, her voice, fragile. "Alex." I clenched my jaw. "We have nothing to talk about." "Yes, we do," she whispered. "All this time, we've had it. You just wouldn't listen." I laughed bitterly. "Listen? After the lies? After the theft?" "I know." The words startled me. "You know?" "Yes, and I'm sorry." For once, she sounded different, not smug, not manipulative, just broken. "I'm in New York," she continued, "in a hostel, in the Bronx. Not my problem." "I know." Her voice cracked. "I just wanted to say, you were right." A chill crawled down my neck. Right about what? Everything. The wind slammed the balcony door. When you let me fall, I thought you'd come back, but you didn't. I had nothing, no money, no friends, no one, and I realized what I'd done. I pressed my eyes shut. This was what I wanted, her reckoning. So why did my chest feel so heavy? I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking you to save me, she said. Just, if there's any chance you'll forgive me. I swallowed hard. I don't know. Then tell me when you do. And she hung up. Now, the message still glows on my phone. Alex, please, I need to talk to you. It's important. I didn't reply, but I didn't delete it either. Staring at the reflection of city lights in my wine, I asked the question I couldn't answer. Do some betrayals deserve forgiveness, or not?